Boris Cherny built Claude Code, and by his own account, he doesn't prompt it anymore. He writes loops, small programs that prompt Claude for him, read what it built, and decide if the job's actually done. This is what that means, and we're going to build something with it. A CRM, from a database schema to a working app, using nothing but loops and one graph that wires them together. Here's Cherny in his own words. I don't prompt Claude anymore. I have loops that are running. They're the ones that are prompting Claude and figuring out what to do. My job is to write loops. He got there in 3 stages. Hand-typing code with autocomplete, then juggling 5 or 10 Claude sessions at once and prompting each one by hand. Loops are the 3rd stage. The job stops being typing the turn and starts being writing the condition a turn has to meet before it counts as done. Here's one loop, doing one job. Build and verify the contacts API for our CRM. It prompts Claude with the task and the current state. Claude acts, writes the code. The loop reads the result, runs the tests. Then it decides, did that actually pass? If not, it reprompts itself with the failing output attached and tries again. Nobody retypes anything. When the conditions finally met, the loop's job ends. It hands off to whatever comes next. It doesn't know what that is. That's not its problem. That's the graph's problem. Wire 6 of those loops together and you get the graph. A schema loop runs first, then 4 service loops. Auth, contacts, deals, activity, that don't depend on each other, so they run in parallel. Everything funnels into an integration loop, then an end-to-end test. And here's the part a single loop can't do. If that end-to-end test fails specifically on contacts, the graph doesn't restart the whole build. It reopens just the contacts service loop. That routing is the entire reason this is called a graph, and not just one long loop. That's loops and graphs in one build. An atomic cycle that won't quit until its condition is met, wired into a graph that runs the independent pieces in parallel and routes failures back to whoever owns them. Next episode, we run this graph for real, end to end. Subscribe so you don't miss it.